and Senator Jerry Carnally. If the both of you could just come to the front, I'd appreciate it. Both members have signed slips in opposition to the bill.
For allowing me an opportunity to talk about this particular bill. The discussions that we've had publicly, Legislative Black Caucus as well from legislators, those discussions was basically to bring people in to give us expert testimony and to give us some facts from some of the states around the country that's legalized marijuana and things of that magnitude. What's offensive to me and to the community is that the legislators, and regardless of who you are, the majority, if not most, if not some, has not gone back to the real community. The people that's being polled are not the people that I talk to daily. I've been up in the state probably more than anyone discussing with real people. When you go into a city like Norway, Elizabeth or someplace, and knock on the door and start to talk about marijuana and let them know that the legalization or recreation of marijuana means that they can put a store, a retail store that's selling edibles and all kinds of products in the community, they tell you no. And I also want to preface my remarks by saying that no one is actually going out to talk to the daycare and the preschool parents and the parents of public school kids or senior citizens in great numbers. The folk here are the people who are for and against. These are the people we've been talking to over and over and over again. So I just want to point you in that direction. I think that that's wrong. As legislators, they should hear this too. When residents understand that the passing of this can provide those kinds of things that I'm talking about on the negative side, then they look at things differently. I'm not going to speak on all of the concerns that I have against the bill because I sent that to you more than once. You have it in your package on the PowerPoint as it relates to the negative impact, particularly on communities of color and black and brown people. Now, this bill is being sold under the auspices of social justice, but it's really about money. And the way this bill is written, there would be no immediate or future real social justice, as quote-unquote some of the black civil rights leaders and some black legislators are arguing for. It's just not going to happen for a lot of different reasons. What you have in this bill is a commitment or language to say we will work on it. So what you're telling the committee to do is to pass a bill where the money people, and that's what it's all about, can get what they want, they can make their money while we work on something down the road. But that's like promising me 40 acres and a mule. And I'm serious about that because I come from the segregated South. We're not going to get it. Even the testimony that's here about the state indicated at the sponsors committee that we can't expunge these records. We can't do them in 8 to 10 years it takes. If we can do them at all, they may be able to back it down to 6 years, and our system doesn't deal with it, and then all kinds of other complications that you can read about that you're aware of. So we are promising black and brown people a fictitious things that we want to do that's not going to take place. And I think that the members of this committee who look like me and represent communities I do should go back and research this stuff and pay attention to what's taking place. But I want to do some things. I want to do a couple of things. I want to shift the conversation a little bit because you can read your testimony in and of itself. But I do know this, that the number of black people in Colorado, and you're going to hear testimony on this, that's being arrested after legalization has gone up tremendously. Now that makes sense because people never use any type of drugs, never think about drugs. When you legalize, they try it, they like it, they become addicted to it in many cases, they become habitual to them, so naturally more people use it, more arrests. But the segregation, the discrimination is still there, and that's a fact. And so the other thing I want the committee to know is that the opioid use is a real serious problem in this country, but the drug cartels out there, and the law enforcement tell you that the cartels are legally growing marijuana now because they send folk in to get the license legally. But they're sending more heroin to the streets now. So we got increased use of marijuana, increased use of heroin.
Heroin.
People are transitioning from heroin to
heroin.
Manufacturers picking up, and that's what they are using. Do the research and start to pay attention. But let me shift to some things that need to be done. Whether you're for or against this bill, and I'm going to say it again, roughly 4 against this bill requires a racial
Bring in
impact.
the boss one, I'm gonna get mine. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't tell me how you're off and down. When you're smiling in my face, but you play me like a clown and you fool bitch. So just step back, or I'm mad dad when I come down straight. I thought you were my piece, but you play me out. Now I'm mad as hell, and I'm full of doubt. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. I'm back on the scene, it's time to get mean. I'm a lean revolution machine. Won't want people stay, they sway. 1, 2 day is good as any day. Y'all feel slightly this, let's resist. Raise your fist and pump like this. Promises all the time. Don't cross the line, and you know it's mine. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with?
Who you wanna roll with?
Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? 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 Who you wanna roll with?
I got a deep hole on me. I got a deep hole on me.
Roll with.
Oh yeah.
I am the law. I am the law. No man's bread. 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 I am the law. I am the law. I am the law. I am the law. No man's bread.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Get ready, boys and girls. We have the Sativa Cross.com. Ignorance is no excuse tour pop-up podcast. At the... Where's this? This ain't the bunker, right? No, this ain't the bunker. We're at wherever the hell we're at. It's beautiful. East Hanover. This is amazing. I'm sorry. Anyway, starring Lefty and the one and only Wayne Cannabis King. Wow, that was pretty neat. I'm sorry. And special guest star tonight. Supposedly. We're going to see if he's true to his friends or not. NJ Weedman. We're supposed to have him right here in studio.
Okay, terrific.
That's right. Get ready. A lot of stuff to talk about.
Okay,
Great.
okay,
Great.
okay, terrific.
Oh, terrific. Terrific.
Okay,
Terrific.
Okay,
Terrific.
okay,
Terrific.
okay,
Terrific. Bow.
Smoke him if you got him, boys and girls.
that time, man. What a day. A lot of news. New Jersey, we're making news. New Jersey is making news. We are a step closer to cannabis legalization. I don't care if it sucks. I don't care if it's a terrible bill. I don't care. We are closer to legalization. It's a beautiful thing, people. And a lot of shit happened today. Actually, a lot of stuff happened. I believe they voted on some medical marijuana bills. They did a lot of stuff. There was hearings, 3 different rooms, 3 different committees, hearings on cannabis, a couple cannabis hearings. There was a hearing on the medical marijuana program and things they want to add, things they want to take out, things they want to change. Fucking crazy. Today was beautiful. It was awesome. I didn't get to go inside.
Why not?
Do we have to get into this?
Why didn't you go inside, Wayne?
You got to fat shame me right off the get-go? For real?
Fat shame you?
Yeah.
I'm not fat shaming you.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
I couldn't fit through the metal detector. Plus, they had a 300-person capacity. I don't know. They said I was over the limit. It happens.
Too much weight for the room?
It was on the first floor, too. If it was on the second or third, I would have been a little like, hey, you got a point there. But, ground floor. Jesus Christ. What's no one's going to get hurt in the basement if I go through. But anyway, wow. I got to stand in front. I got to see a lot of stoners. I got to see a lot of important stoners. I got to see lobbyists. I got to see, I got to see cannabaggers. I even saw cannabaggers today.
Like who?
I'm not going to mention names. I'm not. But I did. I saw cannabaggers. It was crazy. And they were all there for one thing. Weed. Legal weed. You had patients there. Actually, you were one of them. Ken Wolski, as usual, knocked it out the park. Joanne Zito. There was just, I can't even name how many names were there today. Chris Goldstein.
Happy birthday, Joanne.
Happy birthday, Joanne. 30 years old today. God bless her. She looks like she's still 20. It's amazing. Oh, my God. Weedman, NJ Weedman was there. Man, Hugh Byrne, the local 152 was there. It was just crazy. I mean, we also had assholes there, too. Yes. And you know what? To be honest,
a copy of it on your desk, and I mailed you a copy. I led the fight on the racial impact under the Christie administration. The Legislative Black Caucus led that fight, along with our colleagues in the other caucuses.
What the fuck is he saying?
Most of you here supported that with the amendments. And what the racial impact statement says, and that's the law that requires the state to prepare a racial, ethnic, community, criminal justice, and public impact statement for bills and resolutions or amendments that may result in an increase or a decrease in the state, adult, and juvenile pretrial detention, sentencing, probation, or parole population.
I'm not trying to be funny. Is that
the
Ebonics?
racial, ethnic, community, criminal justice, and public safety impact statement requires, but not limited to, an assessment of the potential impact on the proposed legislation on racial and ethnic minorities,
what the hell is this guy saying?
Including whether it's likely to have a disproportionate or unique impact on the racial and ethnic communities in the state, and the rationale, if any,
what is he talking about?
Proposed legislation
I don't speak
having
Ebonics.
an identifiable impact on racial and ethnic person in this state. A statistical analysis of how the change in policy would affect racial and ethnic minorities, the impact of the change to public policy on correctional facilities and services for racial and ethnic minorities,
No, he doesn't.
the estimate number of criminal and juvenile justice matters involving racial and ethnic minorities adjudicated each year.
What?
And
Adjudicated?
anticipated
The
effect
fuck is
of
this
the
guy
change
saying?
in policy on public safety and racial and ethnic communities in the state, and for victims and potential victims in those communities. That's a very serious piece of legislation, and that's law. And to move this bill without enforcing the law or abiding by the law, I think it's a slap in the face to people like me and people of color and our colleagues of non-color who support that
Oh,
legislation.
my God. Really, Ron Rice? You going
Colleagues
there?
of non-color?
You going there? My goodness.
He's ignorant.
He's a rabble-rouser, this guy.
No, I think he's just ignorant, bro. The stuff that comes out of his mouth, first off, like, you know,
Jesus.
he wants to use big words that I don't think he understands the big words he's using.
Well, he's not spelling him right.
Well, he's not pronouncing them right either. I don't know about spelling them, but
In his mind, he's not spelling them right.
that's for sure. Something's definitely not happening there, you know. But I tell you, you know, hey, what time is it?
I'd rather listen to this guy.
Hold on. First, if the New Jersey State Police at the State House are watching, could you please do me a favor? Please police the street in front of the State House, because Patrick Kennedy was there today. And the last time this guy was at a State House, he crashed a car.
Oh, jeez.
And he was all drunk with a bottle of pills, all right? So,
You sure about that?
yes, it happened in Rhode Island.
It's allegedly.
No, that's not allegedly. That made the news. Don't make me Google this shit, all right?
Allegedly.
It wasn't allegedly. Remember, he went to rehab and everything for it.
Allegedly.
That son of a bitch had, how the fuck, what, you know, New Jersey? I'm a little pissed off at you, New Jersey. I'm just a little fucking pissed off at you. How the fuck do you let this dildo, what is up? Because rich millionaires have fucking $1 trillion homes down at the Jersey Shore, you know, that makes them a New Jersey resident because they spend like fucking the 4th of July weekend here in their house? I don't understand how that works. Tell me, how the hell is a Kennedy a fucking Jerseyan? Or is that what we call ourselves? Jerseyans? Jerseyites? What the fuck are we? Seriously, though, how the hell is this clown a fucking... How does he represent Jersey? Please, could we tell the Kennedys? Listen, we understand Boston can't stand you fucks, okay? We get that. We understand, you know, what is that called? Cape Cod is trying to kick you the fuck out. We get that. And we even get that you fucked up in Rhode Island, and Rhode Island's trying to keep... But why? Please, don't come to Jersey. Go to fucking Connecticut. Go to New York. Stay out of Jersey, please.
Matty Kane. Matty Kane says, Ron Rice should just shut the F up. He's setting race relations back further than Bookman on Good Times. Remember Bookman?
He's the plumber, right?
It's funny.
Was he the plumber?
Yeah, what the hell was he?
He was always trying to bang Shirley, right?
Oh, my God.
Right? That Bookman? Hold on, that's racist. Hold, you can't
That is,
say
Matty.
that.
That's racist. You can't say that, Matty.
You can't say that,
Stop it. Take it back.
man. You got us saying even dumber shit. Jesus Christmas. Maddie. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Shirley, you sure got some big peaches when I said when you put some marijuana in your hair, Shirley. This guy, what a jabroni. The idiots. That's what you got today, people. In case you're wondering, today was Idiot Day. Yes, they let fucking Weed Man talk. They let Lefty talk. They let Patience talk, sure. But for the most part, in the one big recreational bill room, they discussed, they were kind of like, hey, listen, if you're for weed, sure, we don't want to listen to you. We really don't. No offense. You're on, you know, this is going to happen. Now, if you're against weed or you're against the bill,
Step right up.
take as much as you need.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how you had morons like fucking Patrick Kennedy. What a fucking, you want to talk about an ugly-looking red-headed stepchild? This dude, it looks like a dildo. Look at the doofiest fucking ginger you'll ever meet in your lifetime. And yeah, and he was out there spewing his lies. It was beautiful. He got to spew his lies. Ron Rice, Senator Uncle Mo Ron Rice is talking about you know, they even had the sheriff there. They had the sheriff. Listen to this shit.
What did he say?
The sheriff said, you know, I really don't think we should legalize marijuana, because if we do that, the taxpayers are going to have to pay for overtime, And I really don't think the taxpayers should pay any taxes, extra taxes, for us doing our job. And you know, if they legalize weed, we have all these dogs already trained. We're going to have to untrain them.
Over time.
You know how much money that's going to cost us? We're going to have to fuck the fucking taxpayers out of a lot of goddamn money to retrain the dogs. No, forget about that. That's marijuana. Leave that alone. That's fine. Look for the cocaine. Forget about the marijuana. Fido, forget about the weed. Like, you know, no offense. Listen, I know we're going to get hate mail for this shit.
Uh-oh.
I'm an animal lover. I love animals. I do.
I'm a cat worshiper.
I was a dog guy myself, bro, until a fucking dog busted me for fucking weed.
Oh, fuck dogs.
When I realized that dogs work for the pigs,
yeah,
I'm done with
They're
dogs.
narcs. Dogs are all like rats.
So you know what? If you wanna Dr. Kevorkian in the dogs, I'd rather my tax money go to either putting them down or let people adopt a dog. I would love to adopt a pet dog that was a cop.
I want a drug-sniffing cat.
No, cats don't do that, bro. They don't rat. Cats don't rats. Oh, hold on a second.
Cats, not rats. Cats, not rats. Did you just fart? You were saying some really weird stuff this morning
I was high
on the
as
way
fuck.
home. Yeah.
I was high as fuck,
You were
bro.
really, really weird on the way home.
I was high as fuck.
You were singing Barbra Streisand songs.
Man.
And
Because you gave me head. You gave me
kept
head.
touching me.
I kept touching your
and
beard.
it
I
was
did.
Very weird.
I did.
Very uncomfortable ride home.
Ever since you gave me that lips on asking.
No. There was no ass skin.
Yes, there was.
No.
It happened in my head.
There was no asking.
Well, no, I didn't ask.
No.
I said,
No.
if you want me back on a podcast, your naked lips got to touch my ass skin.
No asking.
I didn't ask. I told you. Trust me.
Ass skin.
Oh, yeah. Your lips on my ass
Your
skin.
ass skin.
Your lips upon my ass skin.
No.
It was beautiful.
I'm not no asking.
You already did it.
There will be no asking.
Too late. Just because I don't have video of it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
No.
It happened.
No. Asking will not be happening.
Oh, it's already done. Been there, done that. You got some of my dry ass on your fucking dry ass lips.
That's not asking.
Oh, well, some projectiles might have fell out my ass, and that's on you. But regardless,
Tony Liberte, he says, Tony Liberte was enthralled. He says, idiot after idiot with some brilliant folks mixed in. Oh, hey! That was good. Pretty good.
he means the hearing.
Who was brilliant?
Who's brilliant? Not any one of us.
I thought Bill Caruso was brilliant.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear this shit. I really didn't.
Ed Fortune was brilliant.
I didn't hear Ed Fortune.
You didn't hear Ed Fortune?
No, that was supposed to be your
Dude,
job.
it's
While
the
I was
best one.
working.
This is the best one. Watch this one. This is the best one.
Who's calling? We actually got a caller.
Just formally for the record, sir.
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Did you set that up? Who is that? Anyone special? Caller, you're going to be on the air once the sound mind figures it out.
You're on the air, I hope.
Yeah.
You're here?
Hey. Yeah, no on the air, no on the air.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Hold on.
All right. You take yourself and him off the phone and figure it out. Tell him to get his ass in here. Tell him, we did our end of the deal. We brought Stella. Oh, cool. He'll be here in like an hour. Uh-oh. Boys and girls. Yeah. Tell him we just got on, man. Tell him to get his ass here. See, I planned this shit. See, because I'm fucking smart. I knew he was going to be fucking late. Tell him I got fish for him, too.
Oh, he got fish for you, too. He bought fish for you.
Cool. Weed Man will be here in about 50 minutes.
Later.
All right. He'll be here. He just did another podcast. That's how we knew. And, we figured he'd leave there around 10:30 and get his ass here around 11:30. So we're doing good, man. That's
Apparently,
sweet.
he didn't do the other podcast.
Are you serious?
Yeah. All right, so here's Ed from this morning.
Listen.
Thank you, Ed. Welcome to you, sir.
Yes, my name is Edward Fortune.
Stop.
Publicly, I've been calling myself the...
This fucking guy. First off, I don't know if you people know. Let me give you a little history about when I became a fan. Governor Christine Todd Whitman. I don't know if you remember that old crotchety rich lady. She was the governor. Well, they were having a talk about marijuana at the State House. All I remember is Weedman, NJ Weedman, was there at the State House, and this son of a gun lit up a joint while the legislature was in session. They kicked Ed out. Not only did they kick Ed out, they said, "You are banned from ever entering the New Jersey State House." So Ed showed up today, smoked some weed with us, and then Ed said, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do it." He goes, "Worst comes to worst, they tell me no." Well, we're all fucking waiting for Ed to come back. He never came back. They actually let him in there. And the main dude, we're going to call him, I got a name for him. I'm going to call him Sergeant Roids.
He's a nice guy. Be nice.
Sergeant Roids. What's wrong with
he's
that?
a nice guy.
I didn't say he wasn't. I didn't say he was a dick.
You're making fun of his name.
No, his name's Sand. Sand's a gay name. It's like,
come on. Why are you picking on the guy? He's nice.
I got
He's been very nice.
I don't know. He was a little mean to me today. He was just a little. But anyway, Sergeant Nice. No, what the fuck? That's not his name. Sergeant Sand actually was the one in charge, and he let Weedman in. He was like, "Listen, you're not going to do anything stupid, right?" And Weedman said to him, "Nope." And then, bam, they actually let Weedman in. That, to me, should make fucking news in itself. A dude he couldn't even, go figure this. Every time he would come to our podcast and he had to take a whiz, that dude couldn't even go in the State House to take a whiz. No. But they actually let him in today, thank God. And they let him in, and he gave this speech. It's coming. So it's Christmas, I know.
20 years. I've been advocating for the legalization of marijuana for 20 years. I know that word has become bad. You can't call it marijuana anymore. It's cannabis, weed, herb, either way. The result of my public advocation and the result of these bad laws is I've been in prison once. I've had an extended jail term once, and my life, I feel, was ruined in 1997. So for the last 20 years, I've been definitely advocating for the legalization of marijuana, of cannabis. But I am opposed to this particular bill. I do not think this bill goes in the right direction on several aspects. There's several things that aren't even included at all. There was a couple preachers that were up here, and none of them even mentioned that there's no religious exemption in this bill at all. Like, I don't think there's one word about the religious exemption, and there are people, there's a diverse state, there are people who use cannabis religiously in this state. These people will still be subject to arrest. Okay, that's one thing. Again, there's been a lot talked about diversity. I don't think there's very much diversity in this bill. We know who's going to get the licenses, going to get the dispensaries, going to be able to sell marijuana to the people. I call them the Caucasian Cannabis Corporations, the CCCs. You know, that might be a little offensive to some people, but that's exactly what's going on here. People like me who have sold marijuana, and I'll admit, I probably represent the black market here. The biggest market in cannabis is the black market, and we are not going anywhere. What are you going to do with us? If you pass this bill tomorrow, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop selling marijuana. In fact, that probably will sell it more. There's a lot of things in this bill that will do nothing but help us. $500 an ounce for marijuana clearly helps the black market who sell theirs at half the price. There's a lot of mistakes that are being done in this bill. I would much rather be a legal citizen. I really would. I don't want to get arrested again. I don't want to go to jail again. But I think I will be one of these guys who will be challenging the law openly. I'm not going to hide it. The day you pass this bill, people like me are going to be emboldened to start selling weed like the white guys. And once you do that, fine. Me, a person like me, I will welcome the prosecution. I don't think you'll get 12 people to find me guilty. That will be my defense, that I am selling weed like the white guys. And there will be somebody on my jury who's going to say, he's right.
Hey, thank you, Ed. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ed. You're such a piece.
And
Ed.
also, too, before you go on to Vanessa, Ed, when you get a chance to look at the latest draft, Assemblyman Holly particularly worked very hard in impact areas and making certain that we allow people to be in this business that otherwise would find themselves not able to get into this business because it would be too hard to reach.
Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting.
There you go.
It's a lot of stuff right there.
There you go.
Dude, you got like a loose, this is weird looking.
What?
You got like a sperm running through on your lava lamp.
Oh, this thing spilled. Look out.
Is that what that thing looks like?
You spilled this.
Oh, you fucker.
Jesus.
You didn't tell me, man.
Ugh, you're a slob.
I'm
Now
a
I gotta clean
slob.
it up.
Ew, it's dripping down the hole. It's dripping down the... Ew. Ew, it wasn't me. All I know is... Weed is gonna be legal. Weed is gonna be legal. Weed is gonna be legal. You know what? I'm gonna take the weed man approach. Very simply, my friend. That's a fucking beautiful approach to take. You know what? They want to legalize it. That's all people are gonna hear, bro. In my eyes, in my ears, all I heard today is weed's legal. It's about to fucking be legal. I don't care how they fuck it up. They could do it all they want. Bottom line, like Ed said, there's going to be a black market. You know what? Cannabaggers could try to come out. Yeah, $500 ounces. $400 ounces. They could do that shit. Sure. Bottom line, you have people like the weed man. Literally, the weed man. Selling fucking weed for $250. It'd be cheaper than whatever they're trying to do. That's why, you know, it's really up to the government of New Jersey, the politicians of New Jersey, to use their heads and legalize in the correct way. If they don't, they're only fucking themselves. That's the bottom line. The bottom line is they're only screwing themselves. I see Sweeney. The stuff they say just doesn't make sense to me. How could you say, well, you know, if we legalize weed, I think, you know, the way everyone could be able to purchase it, and everyone, you know, could, whatever, you know, they don't really talk about selling it. It's always about purchasing it. Is, well, you know, 12% tax. I think a 12% tax is perfect. I think it's where it's supposed to be. I think that's where we need to be. You know, and it's like, you know, and then he says, you know, if we tax it too much, well, then no one's going to want to buy the weed. No, bro. Let me help you out. Fucking tax. What's the tax in Colorado? 15%? 15%. Okay, tax it the same. Why is this like fucking, bro? Why is this? Why is legalization? Why is creating a legalization bill? Why the fuck is it? Dude, it's like reinventing the wheel. I don't understand that. I really don't. And then I got to hear morons like fucking Senator Uncle Mo and Ron Rice talk about, like, well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I don't understand that. Who cares? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I really don't care if weed is legalized. I'm too high. I was thinking about something. I don't know. Seriously, like, you got these guys like Moron Rice that just don't make sense. You know, there's going to be marijuana stores there. What's wrong with that? Seriously, what's wrong with that? You should try going. I think Colorado has the right idea. I really do. You go into Colorado, and I'm not saying you do this shit at first, because you can't, because you only have 6 fucking dispensaries right now. ATCs, I'm sorry, not dispensaries. But I think what you need to do is, when you go to Colorado, man, you go into a dispensary, every dispensary is kind of like the same. You got this side is medical, and the other side is recreational. And then what happens? Well, on the recreational side, the prices are much more expensive than on the medical side. Well, I don't understand why can't we just do something like that? Instead, we got to worry about, all these regulations and all a new marijuana commission. I don't understand that. When I read the bill, and no, I haven't had fucking time to read the bill. I ain't gonna lie. It's only 150 pages. That's all. It's 150 pages.
Double-sided.
The first fucking 5-6 pages are glossary to it's the vocabulary that's used in this document. I don't understand that. Why is that so fucking hard? Why can't we just have a document like, yo, weed's legal, all right? We put this much tax on it. Have a great fucking day. Instead it's got to have, we're going to have these growers. We're going to have micro growers. We're going to have processors. And then we're going to have fucking dispensaries. And then, you try to read the terminology that they tell you. Because I want to be a grower. I want to be a grower. I want to fucking be a grower. Okay? I would love to see, oh, Lord, this is like a dream come true. I would love to see Burrini's Old World Market get a fucking grower's license, grow the weed, and somehow dispense it too. That's another fucking dispensary. That would be like 2 permits. But you see, I ain't a fucking fancy lawyer. All right? What does that mean? I'm not a fancy lawyer. That means, the way you read it, you could either be a grower, a processor, a fucking, distributor, or, and it's like, why can't you be end? Why can't I grow it and sell it? Better yet, who's coming up with these fucking ideas? I don't understand that. And then, stuff like, well, okay, a grower's allowed to grow up. Listen to this shit. You're allowed to have 1,000 plants. 1,000 fucking plants. And then 1,000 pounds of marijuana every month. And the new marijuana cannabis commission that they create will be the ones that put the maximums and all the numbers on all of these on the finalization. Well, if that's the case, that means more unlikely, because that's just how shit happens. They're going to have fucking cops in this marijuana, cannabis, or whatever, fucking cannabis commission shit. It's 170 pages. It's lawyer talk. It's straight up lawyer talk. There's words in there that I never heard before. Micro, what do they call it? Micro dispensaries, micro processing facility. What the fuck is it called? I'm not ready for this shit. But then again, just pass any fucking bill, and all the people are going to hear is, yeah, cannabis is legal. Cannabis is legal. Cannabis is legal. I mean, some of the shit I'm reading in here, people. You're allowed to have an ounce of fucking flour. You're also allowed to have an ounce of concentrate. Do you people realize what the fuck that... Do you understand the difference? Let me help you out. To make a fucking ounce of concentrates, you're going to need at least 2 to 3 ounces of flour. So how could you have 2 to 3 ounces of flour in concentrate form, but you're only allowed to have 1 ounce of flour? That don't make sense. Think about that, people. Think about if you're going to convert your ounce of flour into concentrates, there's no way in hell you're going to get an ounce of fucking concentrate out of... Is the math too hard here? Lefty's going crazy. I hope he's not arguing with people. Lefty has a problem. Please don't attack.
No, I apologize to the people I attacked today. I've been attacking
like
people.
A wounded dog.
I get hurt,
You never
and I hurt back.
to me.
I hurt back. You never apologize to me, and I'm not making you a dick
You want me to
cheesecake.
say I'll apologize? What am I supposed to apologize for?
So you don't even know what you're apologizing for. So you got problems.
It's just like all my fucking ex-girlfriends, dick. All right, fuck you, man. Just tell me what the fuck I got to apologize. I'll say it.
That's not how it works.
Yes, it is how it works.
That's not how it works.
You know what I do wrong, honey? What I do? What I say? Did I make you fucking gag on it too much? Did I make your eyes come out of your fucking head? What did I do wrong, honey? I love you, baby cakes. What did I do? I fucking choke you too hard this time? You know, I thought you liked it when I did it rough. What did I do, baby loves? My little baby loves. What the fuck I got to deal with here, people?
Hurtful.
Like a typical fucking bitch. Like, you don't even know what you did wrong. How can you be sorry? You don't even know what you did. No, you got to fucking tell me what I did.
You should know what you did wrong.
What did I do wrong, babies? What did I do, baby? I'm sorry. Don't leave me. Please don't leave me. I'll lick your asshole tonight.
So I'll wait for my apology.
If someone could fucking email me or message me and tell me what the fuck I did wrong, I don't know what the fuck I did wrong. Okay, I'm sorry.
This is hurtful.
Hurtful.
This is
You're
why
not,
we have
you're not
problems.
helping me.
You don't even know why you're.
Help me. Tell me what I did wrong.
All
What
right.
did I do wrong? You made fun of my name. You call me Leftina. My name is Lefty.
Let's
Wayne.
start there.
Oh,
There you
Jesus
go.
Christ. Are you for real? That's even something. You are just like one of my ex-girlfriends. For real? I'm sorry, Susie. I didn't know you didn't like when I called you out of name. That was a love
Out of name?
Yes.
Did you say?
Yes. Ain't that like my dad always says that? Like, don't ever call me out of my name. Okay, Dad. Whatever
You
the
said
fuck that
out of
means.
name.
That's what he says.
Don't call me out of name.
Exactly. I don't know what it means. It means don't call me. Doesn't it mean like don't call me shit that's not my name? I don't know. My dad gets pissed off when I call him out of name.
I can't imagine how your dad would not get pissed off.
I had such a wonderful. You missed a great Thanksgiving with me. Oh my God, you were out freezing your balls off in front of the State House. Yeah, I had my dad waking me up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Elvis calling me up. Hey son, is there anything I can give away? The church wants to. Yeah, give away whatever's in the fucking store. It's your store. Give it all away. I don't give a fuck. It's 7 o'clock in the fucking morning. Don't wake me up for this shit. So then I got like 2 more phone calls, and I 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then I got 8:15. So then I finally answered the phone and rang again at 8:30. And I got fucking Elvis telling me, "Hey son, I'm trying to go into the store, but apparently I don't have a key." Yeah, what the fuck you want me to do? I'm sleeping. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm like, call Jesse up. Yeah, so it didn't turn out good. That's how my Thanksgiving start. Shit happens. You know?
Sounds like always a fun time at your house.
Oh, boy. But today, what a day.
I want to know about that story you told me. We were supposed to make a video.
Oh.
Years
No,
ago.
No.
Years ago.
No.
You have a relative who jumped on top of the table during Thanksgiving.
He's special needs. Leave my little cousin alone, all right?
And I want to reenact that.
He humped the turkey.
He humped the turkey. That's the best story I ever heard for Thanksgiving. So he humped, and you let him go. You let him finish.
Then what are you gonna?
What's wrong with
What do you tell someone who's got special needs?
What is wrong with you?
Michael.
You don't let him finish the turkey.
Please stop fucking the turkey. Please. And then he's drooling all over the fucking turkey because, you know,
he did?
Don't make me go. Yeah, I swear to God.
Do you have pictures, video?
I don't have. Dude, this was like fucking 10 years ago.
They had pictures and video back then.
Yeah, we weren't rich. Only the rich people had the fucking betas and shit.
That'd
VHS.
Gold.
Yeah, that. Oh yeah, we got real quiet that dinner. Oh my God.
Quiet dinner.
Oh my God, it was like it was nice, and you know, like the Burrinis were all loud and shit, right?
Oh my God.
And then all of a sudden he jumped on the table and
why did he hump the turkey?
He was just happy. Apparently he likes turkeys. You know, apparently he was a turkey in a fucking high school in a school play. You know, he liked turkeys. Yeah, so he jumped right on top of that thing. And, like, you know, it's like you see, like, a fucking, you know, a 12-year-old special needs kid doing that. Like, what are you going to do? Like, you know, like, no one's going to tackle him or anything. It's, you know, it's like, hey, that's Michael. What are you going to do? You watched him?
You just all watched him. And then you let him finish.
Me and my brother laughed.
Well, I'm sure half you were laughing, half you were just like, oh, wow. What do we do? Who's first to stop him? Who usually stops him from doing stuff like that?
You would think the parents, right? You know, you think mom would be like, Michael, stop fucking the turkey. Stop fucking it. It's dead. It's dead. Nah, he's not getting up, Michael. Let him go. Let him go. But then you got to remember, you're dealing with someone with special needs. So, you know, you know, and what they back then, the way they would handle it, they would just let him do his thing. You know, like dudes. Oh, I got stories.
Till he finished?
Till he finished, please.
Even after?
We had to eat the fucking thing. Okay, terrific. Yeah, man, we had to eat that turkey. Me and my brother were looking at each other like, you know, like he's doing his thing, like going. And I'm looking. Gobble to you wobble, gobble to you wobble, wobble to you gobble. You ever hear that? It's like the new song came out. Anyway, so yeah, me and my brother, we're like looking at each other like, is this fucking for real? Is this like we could make a movie out of this shit? And like, you know, and then like, you know, after like fucking 10 minutes, I'm not gonna lie, 10 minutes of this shit, you know, then I'm like kind of looking at my mom and dad like, okay, fucking, can we fucking eat this thing now? You know, like I don't want to eat it, but I'm fucking hungry. You know, I'm fucking horny. You know, I'm kind of seeing like fucking animal porn going on at the fucking Thanksgiving table.
Oh my God.
You know, I was sported a Woody. All I want to do is fucking eat some fucking turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, and then go fucking snap one out in the bathroom, you know? So me and my brother, we're like looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, you know, like I love my cousin and all. But, you know, like, after, like, 5 minutes of this shit, that's, like, when you gotta, like, fucking, someone's gotta say, yo, you know,
Pull out!
I'm really.
Pull and puke!
He's fucking doing his thing in a fucking hole, and he ain't fucking shy. He's getting both holes. He's getting the fucking neck hole. He's getting the fucking, you know, the stuffing. You know, he's trying to pack more stuffing into the bird. And then, you know, the funny part, he's just drooling the whole time. He drools, you know. And he's just, like, drooling all over the fucking turkey. And, like, at that point in the game, I was like, man, come on. I'm, like, standing up. I'm looking at my aunt and uncle like, okay, this is enough. Like, come on, hello. And, you know, when I say, you know, I've had enough, you know, like, you know, it was well exhausted. It was well exhausted. I wish, you know what I should have fucking done that year? I should have made a fucking pumpkin high pie that year. That would have been a great fucking meal. Eat the fucking pumpkin high pie before the turkey got raped. Yeah, that would have been, you know, I have to try that again, or try that next year, you know. And I tell you, let me tell you something about my fucking cousin. That dude, look at your microphone. Imagine two of them on top of each other. That motherfucker's packing. Like he had like a, he still does. It's like fucking 16 inches long.
I got a dick hung on me 9 inches long.
No, it's like two of those. And that thing, it looked like he looked like he had a turkey baster in his pants. And he was basting that turkey everywhere he possibly could. Wherever he could stick his baster. His little turkey baster. You what? Yeah, it was rough, bro. That's the kind of holiday meals I have at my house. Why do I see that dick? You know what I think about?
That's awful.
Think about Florida. Is that like the size of Florida? Look at Lefty. He's like looking at it in awe. Like, look at that penis. I wish I had just a third of it. Does that make me a dickhead? Is that what you're trying to do? Oh, no shit.
Now you're a meth head now. That's messed up.
Yes, it is. So, did you get your maybe not. Did you get your fucking thing on tape?
Sure did. Not you, but
did TV get you?
I didn't see it. It was on NBC News.
It was on NBC News. Yeah, you got to get that. You got to link that shit up, bro. That shit was.
He was amazed.
Speech too.
He was amazed we were smoking weed at the State House.
Who was?
The John Thompson. Is that his name?
Who's he?
NBC guy.
Oh, really?
The reporter.
Oh, is that the dude that caught us as soon as we got out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, it is what it is.
He caught us in the limo that one year, a few years ago.
Well, figures you know the guy.
Yeah, of course.
He like looked at me like, "Hey guys, can I take a picture?" I was like, "Damn it, my fucking joint's only like halfway there, man. Let me throw out a fucking new joint." And he just started taking pictures and shit. Who knows? He could have been recording. I was too fucking high to realize. All I know, it was great seeing a lot of people. About fucking time seeing.
That was good.
Seeing a whole room full of. It was just beautiful. 3 rooms. We almost filled all 3 up. And the illegals showed up. The illegals showed up to get their driver's licenses.
They were there all day.
Well, no, not really.
Yeah, they hung out. That was them by the fountain.
They left at 12.
No, there was still stragglers.
They left.
They were
Trust
around.
me.
Yeah.
They left.
I thought I saw a
12
few.
o'clock.
That was it?
They went. They did their little thing at 12.
No, I saw some more after that.
Trust me.
They were lingering.
No, they were just Trentonian bums, bro. Trust me. But yeah, my whole point, they came, and there was only like 20 of them. Which, I got to be honest with you, that made me happy. Because last time they came, shit, it felt like there was a fucking trillion of them. They had that whole atrium, is that what we call that? That whole atrium, they had it all, it was filled with bodies. But not yet, not today. Today, oh my God, there was about 20 of them max, and there were more stoners. There was at least 200 stoners showed up today. And I don't know, they weren't outside. There was only a few of us outside. But they all fucking hung out and they all fucking they went into the meetings. They all tried talking. Tracy was there. Tracy Goldman, Vanessa Maria, Flip Marley, dude.
Flip was. I didn't see Flip.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I met people. I met fucking beautiful women. Oh my God.
I saw Leo. I saw Jay Lassiter. I saw Sanjay. I saw Ken Wolski. I saw Peter, who was not allowed to speak about home grow. I saw Dante. I saw not Dante. I saw Dio. I saw Cool Rick. Bill Caruso. Colleen Begley with the little baby. The little cute little baby.
Colleen,
what a little cute little baby.
What is the matter with her?
What is she doing with her lactate now? Is she selling it? She's selling CBD lactate? Is that what she's doing?
No, she's not.
She's always looking to make a buck.
No, she's not selling it.
I thought she's selling her lactate.
Bartering.
Oh, she's bartering lactate for chicken salad sandwiches?
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
I support that. Cannabis is currency.
So do I get some lactating nipple.
Here, now check this out. I think you'll like this. You'll all appreciate this. Watch this.
Mr. Chair, I'm Bishop Jethro James. I'm the president of Newark, North Jersey, Committee of Black Churchmen, president also and founder of the Black Ministers Council.
Black Minister Council. What happened?
A very long.
What happened there? I'm a black priest from Newark, New Jersey, where we have a heavy
community. If you legalize cannabis, number one, no one is talking about in this bill that every child that is born in New Jersey gets a blood test of the mother. And if cannabis shows up in the blood test, you have a DIFAS case automatically. There's nothing addressing that. There is nothing stopping that. If any kind of drug shows up in a blood test, you automatically have, it's now DCP and P, but the old DIFAS case. That's a fact. We're not talking in the lower 48. New Jersey leads the nation in low birth rate and early birth rates in African American and Hispanic community. We know that cannabis not only will exacerbate that problem, but also allow mental health problems in the children. As chair of the Human Service Advisory Council of Essex County, all 22 municipalities, I asked my doctors there that work with childhood behavior and mental disabilities, what would be the cost of a child? And they said, depending on the disability, from $100,000 to $1 million a year. If you live in public housing, if you live in public housing, and we know Newark, Irvington, Orange, East Orange, Patterson, and I could go on, Camden. If you smoke one joint, it is not allowed, it is federally prohibited. You will automatically be put out of public housing. I don't see anything in this bill that addresses that. I don't see anything in this bill that talks about the real social justice. I remember one of the chairs talked about it would prohibit you from jobs. No one is talking and telling our people, and I hear it every day in the streets of Newark. And in Patterson, that if you smoke cannabis, it will not preclude PSENG, law enforcement, and any other group from stopping you from working there. This bill does not address any of those social ills, and so we're going to see.
Begin to wrap up, Rep.
Yes,
wrap
sir.
it up,
and so what I've come to tell you, this is not about social justice.
What I've come to
this
tell
is about
you,
money.
You know
Jesus
what?
Jesus made a statement. What profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Or what will you give for your soul? Thank you.
Don't talk about Romaine like that.
Pastor, as you were speaking, listening very closely, Senator Scuteri walked by. Apparently, in the most recent draft, those issues you mentioned on the public housing component have, in fact, been addressed. So maybe get a chance and see if that's your satisfaction on the housing public component.
Well, what we're seeing, it's under federal
bill, bitch. That's what he just said. He's like, yo, it's in there. But that's just the fucking public housing. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? I think, as much as that guy sounded like a moron.
I like the Bishop James.
I like what he said.
I like him a lot. He's a great guy.
what he said is some very valuable points that I think need to be addressed in the bill. You know, I think if you smoke marijuana and you have a baby, DIFA shouldn't get involved. Why would you even test for marijuana in the blood? You know? Maybe they should stop that. Maybe it's something just as easy as that. Is, you know what? When women have babies, we're not going to test if there's fucking marijuana. We'll test for important shit. Like, you know, does the kid have tuberculosis? You know, I don't know. Then the other issue we had, people are getting kicked out of their fucking housing because cannabis is illegal and you can't smoke inside in buildings in New Jersey. That's why we're having a fucking hard time finding a fucking cannabis lounge. You know, because, in New Jersey, the law is, unless you're grandfathered in, and I think there's only, I believe it's seven places in New Jersey where you could smoke marijuana legal, cigarettes, cigars. They call them smoke lounges. Cigar, I smoked that fucking thing, bro. It's okay. I smoked the first half. You know, and that's what you're talking about, cannabis lounges. But, you know, it's going to be open up first to the dispensaries. Huh? A lot of stuff in this bill that doesn't make sense. You know? I hope that personally, I would love to see Scootery. Scooby-Doo! I missed it. I'm trying to fucking... I want to get my fart on the microphone. But yeah, it'd be nice to see Scootery. Scooby-Doo! Actually reach across the aisle and talk to some Republicans that are in favor of legalization, such as Assemblyman Michael Patrick Carroll, and hear what the hell they have to say. Hear their input on legalization of cannabis. Because this bill, it's just too much, bro. They actually handed the bill out today. They handed it out. 150 pages. Unbelievable. They want to say it's 147 because of, like, I don't know, it's got like a cover page and, you know, a table of contents, but no, it's 150 fucking pages. And my ass got up way too early this morning. You know, I was up, I had fucking Lefty. That's another thing. Don't fucking text me gay shit, please. Please, I don't need that in my life. Here you go. Let me... Ready? Here we go. Lefty, I'm going to talk about our text messages. I have to fucking let them know. Ready? This is what I get today at 5:42 in the fucking morning. We're leaving in 2 hours. Quit touching your penis and get dressed. You know what I was doing at fucking 5:42 in the goddamn morning?
Touching your penis?
I was sleeping. Rocket was probably touching my penis. But I was sleeping, bro. Oh, man. This guy, he sends me the queerest stuff. Hey, Wayne.
You send me crap chats.
Hey.
That's disgusting. Who does that to their friends?
I do.
That's horrible.
Did you? I'm a little hurt that you didn't check out today's. Why don't you check out today's? You want to put it on the air real quick, little bitch? Go ahead.
Okay.
You could be like, hey, I'm going to put it on the air. Ooh, without telling me to. I don't care, you little wimp.
Oh, great. You all can see Wayne's crap chat now. Watch
look
this.
At this. Oh, you're going to love this. Hold on. Can I play Sternak?
Wayne's crap chat. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Play it.
Hold on.
The envelope, please. The answer is Wayne's Crap Chat.
All right, you ready for this? This is really disgusting. Get ready.
Oh, sorry, boys and girls. There you go. That's me, I think. Yeah. Hold on. Time out. Where's the fucking volume?
I don't have volume.
What do you mean you don't have volume?
I don't know why.
You missed the whole. That's the whole point. I narrated it. You suck. You suck, man.
Oh, where'd it go?
I don't know where it went. Can I play it? Can I play it on my thing? I didn't think I saved it. God darn it. What the? Who the? What the?
Sound's not working through here for some reason.
You suck, man.
Well, you're a dick. You didn't tell me to set this up ahead of time.
Oh, here we go.
And then you blame me when it doesn't work, when you just don't tell me. Ah!
I don't know Snapchat. I don't know how it works. That's kind of why I do this crap. Literally. That's why I do the crap, because I don't know how it works.
Ew, that's disgusting. Look what he does to me. This is what he does to me. Look at that.
I'm upset that you don't have the volume. That kind of hurts. That kind of hurts.
Enough.
They told me that you replayed it.
You're
replayed
disgusting.
It? Dude, how the fuck? This is pissing me off.
Okay, terrific.
How do I see who I Snapchatted? I can't. I gotta learn this one. Why? Why won't it show me?
You're a disgusting human being. Why would you send me shit? You're like a 5-year-old. You're sending.
I can't play it.
It's
here.
You're asserting your dominance over other people with your poop, and
right.
it's.
You ready?
Dude, you have problems.
Ready?
You don't do that to your friends.
That's what I think about that.
You're so immature.
Okay, ready?
And now the room. And
No,
now the mic. Nobody's gonna ever want to use that mic again.
That's
because of you.
I don't want anyone to use it. You hear me, Rich? This is my fucking mic. Even when he's pissed off at me, this is still my fucking mic. Okay?
It's now no longer red, it's brown.
Well. Yo, speaking of brown, this is the answer to the Snapchat. This is what I was thinking about when I was Snapchatting you. Here, enjoy. Yum, yum. If you saw the Snapchat.
Oh, it looks like little poops.
Because I did perfect little. I did perfect little balls. It was hard. It was hard as hell. I did 2 of them. And I think if I remember correctly, I remember saying, "Hey, Lefty, look, I'm shitting your balls. You don't have any balls. Watch him go down the drain." But he didn't play the fucking. You can't just play the Snapchat. You got to play with the. You got to get the full effect, bro. You got to listen to the words. You got to listen to. Sometimes I play music. Sometimes, that's just love. That's just straight up love. And I don't get nothing but grief for it. Yo, this is Honeyboob's face when she sees my poop. It was like you eating my fucking meatballs, motherfucker. Yum, yum, gotta give me some. Gone. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was talking about when I was like, hey, let's see if they roll around when I flush it. And no, man, it didn't. It was like...
Your balls, Lefty. That's where they fucking went. Watch them roll around.
Oh, man. Oh, that's classic.
Look at that. Look at that. You see that shit? It's like 2 little fucking balls. I shit.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. How the fuck do I do this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Look what I just shit out.
That's what I have to deal with.
You played them backwards though. That's okay. But you get the point.
Okay, terrific.
Look, Lefty, there's your balls. You want another chocolate ball, huh? Eat 'em up, baby. Eat 'em up. Sorry. I had to, though. I had to show you. I had to show you. I had to show you what I do. A little poo-hoo-poo. Oh, man.
There you go.
So what's the deal? Like,
that's better. There you go. Okay, my work is done. I can take a break now.
What'd you do now?
Yeah, I put something where it belongs.
What's that? What is that? Oh, that. I can't even see.
Good.
That's like, I don't like that one.
Good. Yeah.
Because that looks like a doll with its legs and head cut off. See, that one's better. It looks like you're holding like a gun to my head. Like you're holding a dick to my head. Going on a car. Which camera? Nah, I don't even know which camera. Okay, the messed up camera. That's messed up, man. You face fucked me with that big black dildo. My mouth hurts. I got sores. It hurts. Oh, you can even make that smaller? Holy shit. See, that's hurtful. You're worried about a couple of fucking shit vids, man. You gotta make fun of my fucking teeth that I don't have. Teeth shaming.
Actually, those teeth are nicer than yours.
That's what I'm saying. Hello.
Can you talk into the mic like a professional?
I'm not a professional. And it reminds me, never mind, I won't even go there.
I'm not professional anymore.
No, not that. One time I got it. You want to hear a funny story? You want to hear a funny sick story?
Which one?
I have to tell you about the time.
I like the turkey with your cousin banging the turkey. That's pretty good. Can you top your cousin banging the turkey story?
Sure.
Really?
I was banging a hooker once.
No, that doesn't banging a turkey on Thanksgiving.
So I got out of jail, right?
All right.
And
should I put on some sexy music?
Sure, if you want to. You think if the sound guy would have this already done?
Well, you did miss pre-show.
Dude, I'm sorry. I had to get fucking beer for the guest. Damn it. Oh, by the way, if you want a Stella, they're over there, bro. I know you don't drink though, but not that you don't drink. It's just anyway. So there I was. I just did a short bid. It was like a fucking month and a half for fucking weed. So I was very young at the time. And I was like 24, 25 years old. And I got out of jail. And one of my friends wanted to give me a good present for me, coming home. So they decided to get together and call up a prostitute. So I get home, and there's a woman in my driveway in her car. And she had a driver. So I went over to the car like, can I help you? This is my house. And the driver was like, just talk to the woman. So I went over to the woman. I was like, hello, my name's Wayne. Can I help you? This is my place. So she said, yes, do you know... She named two guys who were my friends. And I was like, yes, I do. She's like, well, they got you a present. Ooh, a present. I was like, great. What's this present? So she's like, well, let's go inside and you get me for an hour.
Whoa.
And she was kind of cute. She was. She was blonde. She was on the smaller side. Green eyes. The color of jade green. Beautiful eyes. So, I showed her where the bedroom was. While we were in the bedroom, I proceeded to undress myself. And while undressing myself, she popped up on my bed. While on my bed, I asked her, so how does this work? You know, like, did they pay for everything? She's like, oh, yes. I'm yours for the hour. So then I said, well, how does this work? Does it work for the hour? I mean, I just got out of jail. I was like, I probably might come real quick. And she was like, oh, you're coming from jail? I'm like, yes, my friends didn't tell you. She's like, no, this is very interesting. So I was just like, okay, so I bust a nut, and can I keep going? Do I have you for an hour, or until I bust a nut? And she explained to me, no, I will let you bust a nut real quick, and then the next nut you bust thereafter will be the end of this session. Does that sound like a plan to you?
End of the session.
And I was like, yes. Are you ready? So she was like, yes. And I'm like, okay, do we do foreplay? How do we do this? She said to me, how would you like to do this? I was like, ha! Face the headboard. And I got behind her, and I rode the shit. Don't I need that music.
You're on the air.
Oh, we gotta call her. You gonna interrupt my fucking story?
Shit. You're on the air. Can you hear me? Damn it.
I was going somewhere with this.
Damn it.
Anyway.
I think he's here.
Who, Weed Man?
Yeah. Hold on. Go back. Sorry.
So, there we were. Naked. Doggy style. On the bed. In coitus. Did it really stop? The fucking music stop? Oh, there we go. There we go. So, yes. I then proceeded to ride the hell out of that woman like she's never been ridden before. It was beautiful. It was pure sex. I was drilling for oil. And it was awesome because I didn't even come like I thought I would. So while I was doing my thing, boom, 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 about 10 minutes of straight up banging. Straight up. There was no love making. It was straight up fucking dirty, sexy doggy style. Yeah, it was crazy. And then on top of that, she turned around.
This is great.
Are we going to have to stop this story? Sorry.
He has a better story.
Better story? Okay. Where's this?
All right, that's enough.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, sorry.
Here. Hey, New Jersey Weed Man in the house. Is that going to work for you? Or,
yeah, it's good. It's good. I can move up. Oh, shoot. I got some Stellas.
There you go, bro. All right, nobody.
I got that smooth suburban weed. Smooth suburban beer.
Is that like the CCC or CC beer or BCC? Caucasian beer.
Oh, yeah. That was great.
Yo, that got picked up all over the place, too.
Dude, I just saw some of it. Like, dude, there's like so many fucking videos you're in that
I know.
Yeah. It's just like fucking like 50 of them just popped out there. It's fucking amazing. This is the biggest news in Jersey. Legalization, and of course, if you're reading a story or watching a fucking news story on what happened today, you see or you're reading about Edward Fortune, also known as the NJ Weed Man. He got in front of the panel and he spoke, and it was beautiful. Lefty, he queued it up earlier. We're gonna play it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we played it before.
You found it.
We did play it
From Vanessa's page or from the
news?
No, from the
CBS?
fucking news. It's,
yeah, you got the front view. Yeah, I
the
want
good
to
view,
cut
man.
that out. I want to get that.
Here we go.
was like 100 people like tape recorded that shit, but damn, there was like fucking 6 news outlets. It's Channel 6, even New York. That's how big this is. New York stations were there recording this shit today.
I'm
It was
surprised
beautiful.
it wasn't on CNN.
That's fake news. Of course, that ain't gonna be on CNN.
I knew he was gonna say something like that.
Someone when I was living at your place, someone was like, "Yo, what the fuck's he got CNN for?" Of course. What do you think he's gonna have on? He ain't gonna have fucking Fox. Fake news. They ain't gonna be on there.
Exactly. Yo, what we got here? Oh shoot.
Oh, it's little salmon piccata.
Oh man.
And I know I remember you like green shit. So you got broccoli and some zucchini, little piccata.
Man, this is great.
Capers.
It's great to have white friends.
Well, you can sell weed like a white guy. Might as well eat like a white guy.
I'm kidding.
Word.
I'm kidding. But
Moving on up.
Listen, I never go over my black guy friends, and they give me they got food, to give me.
Damn.
Black women, yes, but
Well, yeah.
But you guys are white guys, and you guys are like,
Well, you got a fat
it's
guy.
cool.
Me, I ain't giving
I'm
you
black
food.
from the waist down. Waist down, not weight down. You got me say fat.
To the
weight.
audience, I can joke like this to my white guy friends, especially after what I said today.
What did you say today? You started a lot of shit today.
Oh man,
It was great.
Listen, now I was picking up on everything that was going on earlier. They were all that was a part of the entire conversation earlier. I was just saying that. Listen, I am one of them guys. That's all I was saying.
That was great. Yeah, we should play that again. We were playing it before. Ron Rice we were playing. We were playing Bishop James. There's so much to pick from today. It was great. It was just ever ending. Oh, where is it?
Are you going back to Trenton tonight?
Nah.
No.
I was going to say, I want you to, if you could, drive past the State House and make sure Patrick Kennedy ain't passed out.
Cannabis is the black market, and we are not going anywhere.
What's
what
that
are
I
you going
hear?
to do with us? If you pass this bill tomorrow, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop selling marijuana. In fact, I probably will sell it more. There's a lot of things in this bill that will do nothing but help us. $500 an ounce. Religious argument in the bill. There's no religious exemption in the bill.
You've said that to Bishop James before, haven't you?
I said it to a couple people.
Yeah.
I said it to Uncle Moron Rice, Uncle Senator Moron Rice.
And what they have to say?
He got like a little girl.
You said I was right.
Yeah, you's right, Mr. Fortune. There's nothing in there about spiritual fortitude, Mr. Fortune.
That guy. Holy shit, he's... Wow.
Listen, he...
I think you need to smoke him up, man.
He has some things, he's like, that old-timey stuff. It's like, he's got some reefer madness issues.
He's a Leo.
And he's an older guy.
Ex-cop.
This is what he got. This is what got hammered in his head when he was in his 20s, and that was 50 years ago. So, there's certain things, but he's not 100% on the wrong team. He's there, but he wants certain protections and things like that. So I'm understanding some of his arguments, but obviously there's some that are just ridiculous. You know, when he thinks that suddenly there's millions and millions more people that are going to be smoking weed just because it's legal. It's like, that's delusional. Most people who smoke weed anyway. Yes, there are some that are going to smoke more because their jobs and stuff like that. But this doesn't even offer job protection, so why would they even do that? I can see if the bill offered job protection, then you can say, oh, yeah, there might be a whole lot more people smoking weed. There's no job protection in the bill.
I hope they change that.
I hope so. I hope this bill doesn't pass. I mean, they said it was going to get out of the assembly, out of the committee today, but it probably was not going to. Yeah, probably was not going to get out of the assembly in the form it's in now. There's going to be a lot of work done before it gets out.
It has to be. I think. Hopefully they do work on that. Hopefully, I don't know. I would like to see him go across the aisle and talk to Assemblyman Michael Patrick Carroll, and I don't know. To me, I don't understand why they complicate something that just, I don't know, man. It's like just, if you legalize it, there shouldn't be all these regulations. There shouldn't be this marijuana commission police.
Yeah. Big government.
You know, there shouldn't be, it's so hard to read this
I
bill.
wish I had 10 minutes to talk. You got 2 minutes. I had to just throw out what I had, you know. And I wanted to throw out the shocking one, the one I knew would make the cut. I think it did. At least 4 newspapers I see have got my quotes in there. And
which one?
And a lady from one of the radio stations in New York too. She made sure she had all my information because she was recording it all. So I'm sure it's going to end up on a radio.
They were smiling. The whole room was smiling when you said that.
Mm-hmm. They were
selling weed like a white guy. And you said, "I'm going to sell it at half the price." I think it was something like that.
Let me hear it once. I kind of remember it, but I didn't hear it. I linked
before we.
I linked Vanessa's video, but I really couldn't hear it when I linked it.
Dude, you got CBS. You got CBS. You got fucking Channel 12, New Jersey Network News. You got 101.5. Got the fucking video. There's videos. I was like at first. I'm like, yeah, Dio. Talk to Rose McGill. She's got it. Vanessa. No, man. There's. Who did this one? CBS.
This is a CBS video.
I mean, this is professional. This is done. Thank you. You know,
that guy came over and talked to me.
And your name just formally for the record, sir. Yes.
Of course, to get your name and shit. Did you read the articles?
Thank you, Ed. Welcome to you, sir.
Yes, I've seen him quoted.
My name is Edward Fortune. Publicly, I've been calling myself the New Jersey Weed Man for 20 years. I've been advocating for the legalization of marijuana for 20 years. I know that word has become bad. You can't call it marijuana anymore. It's cannabis, weed, herb, either way. The result of my public advocation and the result of these bad laws is I've been in prison once. I've had an extended jail term once, and my life, I feel, was ruined in 1997. So for the last 20 years, I've been definitely advocating for the legalization of marijuana, of cannabis. But I am opposed to this particular bill. I do not think this bill goes in the right direction on several aspects. There's several things that aren't even included at all. There was a couple preachers that were up here, and none of them even mentioned that there's no religious exemption in this bill at all. Like, I don't think there's one word about the religious exemption, and there are people, there's a diverse state, there are people who use cannabis religiously in this state. These people will still be subject to arrest. Okay, that's one thing. Again, there's been a lot talk about diversity. I don't think there's very much diversity in this bill. We know who's going to get the licenses, going to get the dispensaries, going to be able to sell marijuana to the people. I call them the Caucasian Cannabis Corporations, the CCCs. You know, that might be a little offensive to some people, but that's exactly what's going on here. People like me who have sold marijuana, and I'll admit, I probably represent the black market here. The biggest market in cannabis is the black market, and we are not going anywhere. What are you going to do with us? If you pass this bill tomorrow, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop selling marijuana. In fact, I probably will sell it more. There's a lot of things in this bill that will do nothing but help us. $500 an ounce for marijuana clearly helps the black market who sell theirs at half the price. There's a lot of mistakes that are being done in this bill. I would much rather be a legal citizen. I really would. I don't want to get arrested again. I don't want to go to jail again. But I think I will be one of these guys who will be challenging the law openly. I'm not going to hide it. The day you pass this bill, people like me are going to be emboldened to start selling weed like the white guys. And once you do that, fine. Me, a person like me, I will welcome the prosecution. I don't think you'll get 12 people to find me guilty. That will be my defense, that I am selling weed like the white guys. And there will be somebody on my jury who's going to say, he's right.
Hey, thank you, Ed. Thank you very much. And also, too, before you go on to Vanessa.
They started talking jury nullification in front of everybody. Oh, all right. Thanks, Ed. I'm sure Scutari was like, fucker, who gave him the... Who let him do that?
Yeah. How dare he? Harump.
Now we're going to have Ron Rice talking religion.
The Reverend Uncle State Senator Ron Rice.
No, but you know what? The other senator, what's his name? Jethro? Him.
That dude, he kind of makes sense. I don't like what he. I don't like
I
that
like
he's
him.
against weed, but I like the reasons that he says.
Yeah,
you know, like
job protection and stuff like that.
Exactly.
That could be fixed.
Exactly.
That should be in there.
Exactly. It should be in there, man. That should be like. That's not. It's a non-brainer.
That hit the spot. Thank you. Thank you.
Anytime, man.
Thank you, my Trumpster friend.
See, I'm feeding the poor. Oh, see, I gotta play the Trump card.
Wow. Damn.
Just don't deport me.
Don't worry, and I won't spray tear gas at you either.
Oh.
I might fart on you, but
He's been farting all night. Be careful.
I can't help it.
Oh boy.
You know anything about, I figure, since you're talking about all this white shit, you ever have white balls? You ever have burrata?
Nah.
Oh,
No,
they're
never
white
had that.
balls
Yeah.
with cream inside.
Those are good.
Was it some type of cheese?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I never had that.
Ooh.
Fresh mozzarella.
Shit.
Oh, yeah, it's good shit.
But yo, it was an interesting day today. All day. I made a sign and everything. I thought I was going to be outside. I thought I couldn't get in.
That was amazing. You got in there.
I got in.
Who let you in?
The young guys at the door didn't recognize me.
No.
I even had my hoodie on and everything and my
Damn.
hat, and that was how I got through the door. But I was kind of looking down, trying not to avoid anybody. I came all the way in, and then just as I got to the area, the room 4, there was that Sergeant Sand, right? Sand.
Yeah.
And he's like, as soon as we had eye contact, I knew I was busted. He was like, he gave me one of them looks like, come here. And he pulled me off to the side. And I was like, dude, I just want to watch it, right? He's like, you're not going to pull any stunts, are you? I said, no, I'm just watching it. I said, I just want to watch, man. I just want to participate. I just appreciate it. And he was like, well, you want to come in? I was like, yeah. He's like, come on. He's like, you promise you're not going to burn me, right? I was like, no, I'm not going to burn you. And he took me in. And that's how I got in.
Sergeant Sand.
Well,
I like him, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I said, no hard feelings about the Vice video, right? He's like, no, you're my best friend now. He's like, no, you got me on Vice.
He knows. He saw the video.
Yeah, he saw that. But he got ribbed about it by a bunch of cops. And, like, shit, he was on fucking Vice. 500,000 people saw that. I'm sure there were some state police officers. They were emailing it to each other, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Prosecutors were probably sending it back and forth. The attorney general. The lady from the governor's office came down and told me that the governor likes me. I'm like, whoa, that's 2 governors in a row.
Wow, you're on a roll.
There was like 1 or 2 back that I'm glad that he didn't like me, but he didn't know me. Forget it. It was a McGreevy joke. Come on.
I caught that. He's a little slow.
Oh, that guy.
I was going to say something because I got a joke for that, but I won't. You see, I'm being nice. Biting my tongue. Okay. But anyway.
Christy Whitman didn't like me.
I can understand that.
Yo, I made
Rich
images
old
of,
white woman.
yo, if you no, not because of that. If you Google Christy Whitman and Ed Fortune, there's something I made in 1998, 1998, 1997. I never took down. It's still there. If you Google NJ Weedman and Christy Whitman, you're gonna be like, get the and wait a minute, what was it? General McCaffrey.
What is it? A
General McCaffrey
image?
Put NJ Weedman, comma, Whitman, comma, McCaffrey, comma. Remember General McCaffrey was the head of the DEA for a while? Or not the DEA? Yeah, DEA.
Not the DEA. Was it? I thought it was war.
All right.
No.
What am I looking for?
You'll see it.
It's probably a picture.
When you see it, he'll know.
Fucking, it's going to be like Weed Man, like fucking naked with Christine Todd Whitman in bed.
She's naked, not me.
She is? I don't see it.
It was something stupid I made, but I know it still pops up sometimes. I've seen it. I've said to myself, oh, she probably still hates me for that. I was running for Congress when I put that up there.
Oh, my God.
And everybody didn't even have the internet then. So it was like I had an internet. I had a website page that was running against Congressman Rob Andrews, and he didn't have a web page.
Christy Todd Whitman, New Jersey Weedman, McCaffrey. Got nothing.
I can't remember the name of the page. I used to remember the name of the page. I thought that would find it. It should have found it.
I'm looking for images, right? Or videos?
images. Actually, it's just an HTML page that has images on it.
I see a satanic-looking McCaffrey.
Yeah, it's right in that group of pictures.
You'll look deep into my eyes and see a guy who doesn't care.
Turn it this way a second. Let me look a little bit.
Yeah, it ain't there.
No, yeah, it is. I bet you I'll find it.
You find it.
Oh, is that Jeffrey Peterson's fucking... That looks like one of his cartoon characters. Wow. So...
Okay, terrific.
I was in the joint today. Did a couple different things. I like it. Got Riverline cooking. I had me a fucking barbecue chicken cheesesteak. Fucking slamming with fries. We met your manager, Dio. Oh, yeah. Long ass day for me today. Tomorrow, oh man, I can only imagine all the paper. Oh my, that kind of looks like Governor Phil Murphy from afar. Just need to add some teeth in there.
Back then, I thought it was funny.
Oh.
And I left it there. McCaffrey was the drug czar.
Oh,
that's what he was.
And Christie was like,
I could probably
down.
show this.
Christie was down. So listen, that looks like so sexist now. That's like a total violation of the Me Too movement.
But that's how we were in the 80s.
Right.
Jesus
that
Christ.
That was
the
90s
80s.
pictures.
Where you could call a fag a fag.
I was like picking on both of them actually. That was rudimentary like graphics. Just
rudimentary. That's like early Photoshop.
Yeah,
dude.
exactly. That's what I meant. Like I just took a head and stuck it on it. Like didn't even try to hide it. Like
it's really bad.
Blending it or nothing.
It's horrible.
I should put that out there and ask. Can I get a remake of this picture?
Do a fucking 80-year-old version of her. Oh, that lady was an asshole.
She is an asshole.
No, I was the first one arrested under that new law when it went to 25. When it went to first degree. Me and my brother. They passed in July. It went into effect in late September, and me and my brother were arrested in November, and that was why it made statewide paper. You know, this guy named Robert Fortune and his brother Russell were arrested in Belmar, New Jersey, and they are the first ones arrested under Christy Todd Whitman's new comprehensive drug law. They now face 20 years. That was the headlines. I was like, what? No.
Hold on, you did have like almost 50 fucking pounds, right?
It was 39 to be exact.
Okay,
but
excuse me.
Well,
39
close
pounds
enough.
of weed.
It was 40. I gave
20
1
years.
pound. I gave 1 pound to my cousin for like doing something. I forget. I just reached in and gave him a pound of weed.
He made out and you fucking got fucked. Oh shit.
Glenn Miller says that dude McCaffrey took $1 million plus that was meant to dredge the canal by Seawarren for the shipping lane, and instead built Woodbridge Police Department to the max.
Good old Woodbridge.
He's done that guy did all kinds of things. He diverted a lot of money here, there, and the other.
That's what they normally do.
The drug czar.
That's how the drug czars are. Yeah, you said something about this studio. It's ash wherever, bro.
I was like,
There's an ashtray.
Yeah, there's an ashtray, huh? There's an ashtray somewhere in here. If you find it, you get a free fucking joint. That's right. I'm making fun of it. I'm not. I love your house.
Don't disparage the studio.
I love your house. It's not a studio. I love
Don't
your
disparage
house.
the attic studio.
I love your house.
C.
Oh shit. Fucking Caucasian.
Was it Caucasian?
Caucasian cannabis studio.
The Caucasian Cannabis Corporations. Or Cartel. I can say cartel too. The cartel of Caucasian Cannabis Corporations.
Did you see any cannabaggers? Any cannabaggers today?
That was funny. I
There was
was with
a lot of
Dio.
them.
Yeah?
I was with Dio, and I'm like, yo, where the hell's Weed Man? He's like, He's chilling out with the cannabaggers. Apparently you were chiding him or something.
Who was I talking about?
I don't know. That was
Who was I
Dio.
talking with?
He's told me you were busting their balls in there or some shit. It's like he's busting the cannabaggers' balls, man.
Yeah. I was networking with people today. A lot of people. I talked to a lot of people.
There was a lot of people there. I didn't get to go in. There was a lot of people in there.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Did you see Vanessa?
What's up with that, man? Forgot your ID.
Yeah. Where'd you think you were going today, Wayne?
That's what happens when I get up at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning, okay? I'm not a morning person. I ain't, man.
You didn't have nothing in your car? You could have went back and grabbed some stuff and said,
I
"Come
came
on, dude,
here.
I left my-"
This morning, I drove to Lefty's. We drove down. I left my fucking ID. The only thing I brought with me was weed and money.
Drove down with Lefty.
He brought weed.
Weed and money. What the hell else do I need?
Yeah.
I didn't know I gonna need my fucking ID. Yeah, this fat fucking white guy's a terrorist. Yeah, we need to ID him. Jesus Christ. Plus I wanted to try to go in. They don't fucking ID little kids. Could I play like I was like a fucking 3-year-old? Hi, my name Wayne, 4 years old. Okay, he looks special. Let him in.
Hey, you could act like a big Rain Man. You could have been Storm Man or something.
Okay. Try it next time. Hi, how you doing? I'm just trying to get in. In the bathroom.
Get him counting. 4, 2, 0.
4, 2, 0. 4, 2, 0. It's time. Do it again. I could do it easy. You playing that part, it's easy for me.
We'll call you Storm Man.
That's great.
Oh, what a beautiful day. And all you're going to see is how we're closer to legalization.
I'm happy with. I said I'm not happy with this bill.
Me either. I agree with you.
The bill sucks.
Me and Scutari had eyes a couple times.
Eyes, bedroom eyes.
No, I mean like when I think he thought I was getting ready to attack him. I really swear, he slid behind the guy so I couldn't see him, and then he got up and moved. Like I really saw him do that
during your speech.
Just yes, when I first sat down. Remember, I didn't go first.
Right.
So while I was sitting there, I was specifically I looked at him, and I did start to say, Senator Scutari has been bribed into this. I really was going to attack him. I just thought better of it, and just went the way I went.
Well,
he sees what I write. I tag him in all kinds of shit, and he's never untagged me. He responded to some. Not too long ago, apparently someone brought it up, and he made some type of conversation that I didn't understand, something, and we should talk one day. But it was about the racial inequity part. So I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with what I've been saying. I've been criticizing it, and hey, I'm throwing out the. I'm trying to be a little edgy. So I think I'm successful in that. And to use that. Come on, there was 50 people that just made comments today. I was the one came with no suit, kind of just threw it out there. I didn't have no notes, and I just threw it out there, and I used the edgy things, and I'm in all these papers tomorrow, and that's what some people are going to gravitate. People that don't know nothing about me, and they're going to be sitting back in their newspaper in New York or Philly, and he's like, "Yo, but you see this guy right here calling himself weed man? Look what he wrote. Look what he said. He said this is causing the Caucasian." Yeah, I bet you if you Google Caucasian cannabis corporations right now, it might be trending.
No, that's not what's trending, bro. What's trending is what you said. When you said, "Hey, listen, I want you to legalize it because it's going to make people like me in the black market. It's going to make our $250 ounces look beautiful against your $500 ounces."
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't say 250, but
I said half.
Exactly.
Yeah, half.
And
at least.
I'm telling you.
It will.
Yeah, at
it
least.
will.
I wish I had a whole bunch of weed. Fuck, man. What?
it'll always be a bargain. It's always a bargain. You know what I mean? You go, hey, dude, I got that $250. I got that half price street weed. There would always be that price. You can always compare it to the fucking legal weed. Dude, this is a fucking deal. Look the
People are
quality
doing
is
it now.
compared to that. Yeah.
People are doing it now. Like, oh, you got that dispensary weed? Oh, and you want to come see me? Okay, give me $350. And what are they gonna say? Like, well, no, fuck you. I'm gonna go get my $500 dispensary weed.
Right.
No, you're gonna get better fucking weed for the cheaper on the streets.
Yep.
You know, it's to me. That's why if they fuck this bill up, hey,
They've already fucked it up. They just don't know it. Just say they passed this. This is going to be a disaster over the next couple of years. It's going to be all, I hope I really get this out there. Nobody should fucking take no plea bargains. It's going to be a disaster in the press.
How can you plea bargain for what?
Yeah, you get nothing.
Plea bargain for what?
Nobody's going to convict you. The public is going to be totally like, what? Wait, it should be legal. There's going to be all kinds of arguments on juries that if you just hold out, just go to trial. Yep, you caught me with 2 pounds. I'm going to trial. I'm using the weed man defense.
Tell me, why not? Why you'd have to be more or not to?
What about growers?
Same thing.
Same thing for growers.
Yeah.
Why not?
Grow like a white guy.
Difference.
They're gonna be like, I'm growing like a white guy. They're gonna be white guys. I'm just growing like the rest of the white guys.
It's a felony. That's a felony.
I can't afford the $1,000 growers fee.
There's not 1,000. It's gonna be way more than that.
Of course.
It's gonna be 20,000, 50,000, and like, dude just wants to grow in his fucking. It's like, look, you got the perfect grow room right here. You got.
No, this is a. Get this fucking studio out of here and throw plants in here. Then we can go to a real studio.
You can grow 4 pounds of weed in here, every fucking
100 days,
60 days.
Yeah, 60 days.
You
60 day cycles. You just gotta start first.
1,
You gotta start
2, probably 4 fucking lights, man. Not 3.
4 lights.
4.
Get some Mylar for the walls.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it, bro. You can buy that shit at Home Depot.
Yeah, everything. Home Depot.
Yeah, you put a carbon filter there, going out the window.
Yeah.
So all the smell is cleaned and pushed out the window, and on this side you keep.
Fuck my neighbor.
You keep the door. You keep the door closed, and get an intake. You need an intake.
Screw my neighbors.
You can put it on a door.
I really don't care about them.
No, but you don't want the smell to smell up the whole entire house, and then I don't know, some dickhead comes here for some insurance issue, and he works also for the prosecutor's office. He says, "Hey, I was at a house today, a client's house today, doing some insurance work, and I clearly smelled growing marijuana."
Oh, growing marijuana.
Like, what? And they say, you never know how that shit happens.
Yeah.
Man.
It's mature. He had mature plans.
Yeah. You know how many rats there are? People just walk around just fucking telling on shit now. It's like not even.
Yeah.
Yo, I've heard so many rat stories because of me with I've gotten inboxes on rats. People have said different names.
Really?
We talked about a person earlier today, and I meant to finish the conversation. Don't say it. Okay. Remember? You guys remember?
Yes.
Okay. Just to be funny. Just to decide that I was going to investigate and look at this other person I knew was. I looked on April 29th or 30th, whatever. We know what he was busted with. A year later. A year and 4 or 5 months later, it was a plea of obstruction for giving a false name. That's what he took. That's the deal. It got changed to.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's why cops do that shit. They throw like a million fucking charges at you.
But how do you
There's
get from
always
there?
one bullshit fucking charge.
It was on
to get out.
It was on video.
Oh, everything was on his fucking show.
I wish I had downloaded it. Somebody
You
did.
should
Though,
saw it
didn't
live. It was live. It was.
I know, but didn't somebody save it?
I was too busy doing other things with my hands. I wasn't saving no.
What are you talking about?
Metal
For
Rose.
Oh, he had like.
For real?
Oh, he. Had
He was in a hotel room
doing
with a fountain, not a fountain, a hot tub jacuzzi with two blondes, or not blondes, two babes getting it on, while this dumbass is like fucking filming it. And I saw that at like 2:00 at night. Yeah. I'm doing my.
Where was his wife? Where was his wife?
She was in.
She was one of them.
She was in. Yeah.
She was one of them.
Wife and his girlfriend.
That was his wife.
And then all of a sudden, open the fuck up, the police. And then like everything got soft, and she was just like, what the fuck? And they were taking fucking, they were taking TVs.
Come out, put your hands up.
They were taking
Your wife's
fucking.
gonna come up here and smack you.
They were taking everything. They were taking pounds of weed out.
Put down the hooker and come out.
And you know the funny part? You know, since we're all gonna joke about this shit, the funny part is all because this dude got so fucking high that the fucking hotel where he was staying,
yeah,
they're like, Mr. So-and-so, yeah, you have to pay your bill now. And he was like, no, fuck you. I'll pay my bill when I fucking want to. And then they're like, we're going to call the police. And he was like, yeah, fuck right, you will. And they did. Like 3 hours later, the cops came.
Was walk downstairs and pay it.
That's it. He had the fucking money. It's not like he was like showing us the money. Like, look, man, can you count stacks? Look at my stacks.
I remember he was doing stuff like that. I wasn't really like, at the time, I didn't want to act like a stalker. I heard a couple people say things. People showed me little things. Yeah.
Come on.
I think we blocked each other or something, but I had like a fucking another account that I could just go log on and just go look. And I went and logged on and looked or something. And something like that. But I wasn't really paying attention. And then it was just like, what? Huh? What? But anyway, look, you can go look up all kinds of shit on the internet. People have done it to me. You can look up. That's what I'm saying. Well, what I was getting at was expungements. That's what we were talking about. Expungements are bullshit. Just like that situation I was just saying. Why are expungements bullshit? Because we live in a day and age of the internet. Nothing goes away. You put it online. You put it somewhere. It's there. You can expunge whatever. You can put it. You can make a document about it, which fucking that document's going to show that it got expunged.
But what does an expungement actually do?
It used to 40 years ago. They would go back through your records and they would fucking take it out. It'd be gone. It was paper. It was communications. Like it got took out of circuit. It wasn't there when you got it expunged, right?
So I can't take it out of the computer?
Nah, man. The internet saves everything. Even if you take it out of your local district court records office, there's somewhere else that saved it that had nothing really to do with the court. Just the Wayback Machine, for instance. You ever been to the Wayback Machine?
Uh-huh.
So if you have the internet address of where something was, you go back through the Wayback Machine, and there it is. You'll back up the time to before it got expunged. Back it up 2 years. Back it up 5 years. There it is.
Yeah, but what did expungement do? Like, how does it hold you up?
It's not holding me up because I have something else that's not just weed. If it's just about weed, and first of all, they're not even talking about expungements for distribution. They're talking about expungements for little bullshit. Which those little bullshits, I mean, you know, you didn't go to prison for it. They're on your record. The times have changed now. I still think that those wouldn't be that hard to get expunged or be explainable. So what? Who doesn't have a pot arrest? You know what I mean? Like but people who had distribution ones would still have them. And the crazy thing is, everybody got their weed from somebody distributing. So many people distributed too and just didn't get caught. How many people bought a quarter pound of weed so they can sell 3 ounces to their friends so their ounce was free? Fuck, man, there are whole fucking groups of people that do that. I used to do that all the time. You know what I mean? Like, this is how you do it.
Exactly.
So you're the distributor. If you're the guy that got the weed for your 3 buddies, you know, you didn't get caught. Your buddies never got told on you. There was no investigation, no criminal fucking witch hunt for you. So you know it was all good. Anyway, I think people who were just selling weed. Also, all weed charges should just be gone. It means nothing. By law in New Jersey, it means nothing anymore.
So all weed
and just
charges.
vacated them all.
Yeah.
And just put it right in the law. Make the courts have to deal with how they're going to do it, implement it. The courts would have to be implemented.
and just do
Why
it.
they act like it's such fucking hard to do?
And you just put this is too big of a project for us to do, so we're just gonna put this big stamp on everything. If you look up a person's name in the state of New Jersey by law, and you find that they've been convicted of a marijuana offense by such and such a act, we now, the state of New Jersey, have vacated and repealed this statute. This person is no longer convicted of this crime. That would just be how it does. It takes a Facebook, it takes an ad placement and put it up there on the internet.
I don't know about
they
that.
can do, and then just write the law to say it. Listen, they print paper money and they don't have this, that, and the other. They do all kinds of things. They just you can just write up a policy and just put
Why
it there.
does this sound so easy to us, but dumb fucking politicians?
They're lawyers.
Can't figure it out.
They're lawyers. They're lawyers.
They tie it up.
Like I gotta listen to fucking Senator Rice actually say,
if we're gonna do expungements, it's a 9 to 10 year process.
But it could, because here's what happens. There just in this law is not giving a step-by-step instruction on how you do it and when it costs and all that expungement. They're not doing expungement law. They're just saying in this law that they're gonna
we'll get
allow
there eventually.
right. So, but if you just go to court right now today and you walk in to get an expungement of something, the process to get an expungement of something is cumbersome. It really is. Very few people even do it. And then, like I said, nowadays with the internet anyway, most of the shit you can still, that person really, it's still there. It's just not, it's still there. The internet's still going to show it. You can still find when you got arrested.
As long as it ain't there, if you go in front of a freaking judge.
Kind
You're
of,
like,
it doesn't
you
count.
got a weed charge. We're going to nail you.
Yeah, you're right. Kind of doesn't count that way in court.
You
It does
know?
work, but it still works for the public. But I lost my train of thought.
Oh, I see what you're saying for the public. For like housing and shit.
For anything.
Yeah.
If you're
okay.
dating some hot chick and her dad wants to look you up, and he starts looking
out
through your
there.
shit and he can find it, you'll still be there. You're working for somebody. Who gets listen? You don't go through the government to ask for do background checks anymore. There's all these companies out there you
No,
go
you do
through.
it right on-
They
you
do it
do
right online. Bam.
the
And what's
Google
going to
search.
right? So there's going to be companies that are going to come out there. They're going to show all the expunged. You can get it now. You can find people's shit that's been expunged. So, what difference does it make? It's going to show when they were arrested, how it was adjudicated. That's what it'll show. That you were arrested on this day. This was the charge, and on this day it was adjudicated. And and like I said, that person I was talking about earlier, I remember looking at him up. I'm looking up what happened
Right.
with that. Well, I don't know about that, but not 100%. But usually that's how that happens, and whatever. But it just all those charges disappeared and turned into an obstruction charge, and those are the type of things that if you were looking to expunge things or whatever, it would still be there. It'd still be there. Shit I did is still there. 20-something years ago, 30 years ago. But now, like I said, we're in the internet age, so expungements aren't really as important as people try to act like they are. That's so they're still gonna. I mean, yes, it's great. Let's do it. Let's do it. If you can get it expunged, let's do it. Whatever benefits expungement gets you, then so be it. But if people think that's gonna be an end all, it's not gonna appear in your record. You're gonna be sparkling clean. Nope, you're gonna have a big asterisk next to your name. Be like you did steroids in the home run era. It's like the same thing. Well, technically, it was like an illegal ban. So we give you this asterisk. You did get a charge. You was in a weed era. But in the future, then you could say, I didn't get arrested for shit. Some people, that's all they've been arrested for. Weed. A lot of people have only been arrested for weed. Don't got nothing else.
Just me.
Same
problem.
Yep.
Just weed.
Just pulled over once or twice. Yo, I was getting ready to get one tonight.
Yeah, what happened on your way here?
Yo, I was about a mile from your house when I made the left on the Hanover from, I forget which street that is, the one that's out by the airport. I don't know the name of the street.
Right.
24?
24. No, I got off at 24 onto that street that goes by the airport, and then I turned left on the Hanover.
Right. Yeah.
I forget the name of that street.
And what happened?
When I'm coming up, I'm guessing about a mile or so from your house, there's a school.
Okay.
As I was going by the school, there was a police officer sitting there.
And I rode by him, wasn't speeding, wasn't nothing, just rode by him, and I rode by, and he pulled out. And I was like, no, no.
DWB.
And he couldn't see me. It was dark.
Of course, he could see us.
He just pulled out.
Hello.
And listen,
we tell him.
he pulled up close enough that I know that he was running a tag. He pulled up close so he can see the tag, and then he backed off, and he was just right behind me. And I was like, fuck, he's running my tag. It's going to show NJ Weedman. Bam, bam. This dude, whether he likes me or not, he's going to pull me over because he's fucking Weedman. It has happened to me before. He would have came up to the van and he would have smelled weed.
Yeah.
He would have looked through the van and there is no weed in there. There might be a seed or a roach, but I actually smoked my last joint as I was riding up the road. So it smells like weed, but there's nothing in there. Well, actually, I smoked it before I rode up the road. I smoked it, and then I got in it, and I went somewhere, parked real quick. I was there for a little while, and then I got in and rode. But you know how your shit's all smelly for hours.
Yep.
So it's been hours ago, but if somebody got in it right now, they'd smell weed. You know, so anyway, but just as I got right to your house, I did the whole last minute blinker and turned into your yard. And I know he thought I just ditched him. And as I pulled in and was parking, I watched him. He put on his brakes. I couldn't see him make the U-turn, but he put on his brakes. I practically jumped out of the car, ran to your door, and I was like, fuck. And I called you twice.
Oh,
and while
man.
I was there, he made the U-turn, and he rolled by slow.
He saw you at the door.
I saw me at the door.
That's good, though.
You know what I mean? But he still could have thought that was fake, too. I could have just ran up to some dude's door, right? So he goes and he turns, and that's why I'm like, dude, hurry up. Gosh, because he had turned the corner, and I bet you he turned around and came back by again. If I was still at the door, he might have thought I was fucking bullshitting.
Probably ran your tags.
Yes.
It's like, okay, we got the weed man.
Weed
Fuck.
doing?
They're going to Lefty's house.
No,
we got him.
What's he doing?
Going to
all the way
Lefty's
up here?
house.
No, what's he doing all the way up here? That's what I would think. If he was the
They
cop.
know this guy up here, man.
Do they?
He goes
know
to
your address?
Oh yeah.
They don't know me.
They know you.
I've never been to East Hanover Police.
But I'm sure there are other
They
police
know you.
departments have run you because you've done these things. I'm sure
You know,
the
East Hanover police chief knows you.
Yeah.
Well, they're waiting for us to go here.
Dude, you're harassing police officers. You don't think that your name and yours is around.
They love us.
Yeah, they love us, actually.
They love us. They
Some do, some don't.
Some
people
don't.
think you guys are agitating the police and agitating people.
Some people are haters.
I think it's all funny. And hey, listen, you're getting your message out. Whatever, so be it.
Yeah.
Speaking of message, what's your message, man?
I advocated for cops today.
You talked for cops?
Yeah. That was my whole speech.
Weed man spoke for the black market opening up.
And spiritual use.
Oh, yeah, through that. Yo, that hasn't made
That was
none
great.
of the papers.
Hasn't yet?
Nope, that's not in those articles.
I like that part.
Spiritual use.
Nobody's talking that shit. And you got the bishop on your side on that one.
Yeah,
And Ron Rice.
No, none of them said it. I pointed out that they didn't mention it.
Yeah, they're thinking it.
They're not
They
thinking
point-
it, bro.
Yeah, they are. It's in the Bible, man. It's throughout the
Listen,
Bible. And
listen,
they know it.
Listen, wait, watch some. Listen, I didn't say nothing about being a Rastafarian, did I?
No.
No, they keep throwing it. It's constantly thrown in. But you know what? The argument, the spiritual argument is there, whatever faith I claim or don't claim, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not even gonna get into that argument right now.
What argument, man?
No, I was getting ready to start talking the whole religious argument and do you have to be a member of a particular faith, or can you just have certain beliefs and they can align with this belief or that belief, but you don't necessarily have to be a person of that belief to claim it as a religious thing. Like if I felt like it, I could go like tomorrow and like go visit a temple, and most temples would let me in. The Jewish temple would let me in and like kind of teach me or see what the hell I'm trying to learn. Right? Same thing with most religions would kind of let you kind of never mind. I'm baked.
No, they let you try it out.
Yeah, you can go on a learning curve, right?
You know,
right.
Works in every religion.
Right. So
going to Roman Catholic.
So what if there were people who decided that they were going to study certain religions?
So wait, what did you start out with?
The black Baptist, like most black people in America.
Baptist.
Yeah.
I was Roman Catholic.
I had certain issues. You know what? I can remember my biggest issue was I saw the movie Roots. I know I know that's probably funny.
No, no.
But
I like the part with Oprah.
But when you're like,
but that was Kunta Kinte. Never mind.
Yeah, when I was like 12, and I was like reading things at the time, and then all of a sudden, Roots made me visualize it. And that
Roots was for real, man. You remember Roots when you were a kid?
I had to watch the whole thing. We watched the whole thing. I mean, I didn't have to watch it once. I was hooked on it. That whole first. I remember it was.
Everyone
in
was
September.
hooked on it when it came out on TV.
It ran all week.
It's like what, 12 episodes or some shit.
I think it was 5 or 6.
5 or 6.
It was like a whole week, but then later there was like a whole nother like generation, the next generation or something. It was called. You know, but the first one
was wow.
Exactly. But I remember that's when I went through like, wait a minute. So they kind of forced religion on black people? I can remember really like, wait a minute, so we got forced Christianity? And I remember that my neighbor 2 doors down, he was a state trooper too, Mr. Bay. He was a state trooper, and he was Muslim. They had a church and a temple in Williamstown, and a whole like camp and all kinds of like for youth and all this. They had all these programs, right, from the 70s Muslims, right, and I wanted to go to it, and they let me. My parents let me and everything for like 3 years in a row.
Your mom let you?
Yeah, like what were they going to say? Like, no, you can't go to it because it's a Muslim camp.
It's your
It
mom.
was a childhood. It was a child.
Teach Sunday school or some shit.
It was a whole. No, I had to go to church. I went to church. I grew up going to the. I tell you,
Mom's
Black
very
Baptist
devout,
church.
ain't she?
No, my mom's not. My mom believes and all that, but she wasn't a big church goer. Occasions, same thing with my dad.
Didn't she run a boarding house? A religious? I thought she ran a religious.
It's a boarding house, but it's not religious.
It wasn't a religious one. Oh, okay.
No. But still, you still grow up. Most people grow up in a church. But I do remember Roots and everything made me want to like, oh, wait a minute, I want to know about this too. Hold it. Wait a minute. What? Huh? And that's really how it actually happened. 7th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, and the movie Roots came out. And it just totally like, whoa, it was like earth shattering. Like, wait a minute, hold it. Wait a minute, I go to church every Sunday. Wait a minute, they forced, Kunta Kinte's foot was cut off and all that. They had forced religion, forced whatever. That was like, whoa, can't run away. He says he's free. He has his own beliefs. The whole raising the kid up. There's been no meet the only power greater than yourself. Or whatever it was. Wait a minute. Can we borrow Colleen's baby? Yo, that's so neat. Yo, this is so weird. Colleen's got a baby.
That's a good nigga.
What the?
Yeah, yo, whoa.
Roots.
That's the scene. After what?
They just cut him. They just beat the shit out of him.
No, they didn't do the feet.
It's Toby. Hi.
Toby.
LeVar Burton.
That's a good nigga. My name
is Toby.
It's Toby.
Oh, he broke him down there.
That's when he said it.
Yeah, I remember that movie. I like the old one better. The old, well, they're both Alex Haley, but
series, man.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Wow.
Alex Haley's was the first one.
Yeah.
No, the other one was too, but
it's different producers, whatever.
It was later.
Yeah, this is the good one.
That was like
when TV had 3 channels and every one watched that.
But that was like in a time setting. It was before the Civil War, right? But then the next generation was after the Civil War, and they still lived on Mr. Whoever's something's plantation, and they had all that other stuff, and the Chicken George guy, and all that was the second generation. I haven't seen neither one of those movies in 20 years, but I remember seeing it, and then it came out on like VH1 or DVD. I mean, like 10 years later. Like, say that was like 76, so we're talking like just before the 90s. It came out like on VHS tapes or something, and you can buy the whole mini series.
Yeah, when Oprah became famous again.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
it's like, oh look, Oprah starred in this. Let's bring it out.
No, Oprah wasn't in that. Oprah wasn't in Roots. Oprah was in
Color Purple.
Color Purple. Yeah.
She was in something else though too, wasn't
No,
she?
she wasn't in that. That was her first movie, big movie, and the whole 9 yards. It was Color Purple.
Who was the one lady, the white dude? All I remember from the Roots was the one white lady that was buying the slaves.
She's got her cup spit in.
No.
Remember that scene?
She kept on putting her hand down their pants. Oh yeah, I want this one. yeah, who the fuck was? I thought that one was classic.
Wait a minute, I don't remember that scene.
Maybe that's the movie Kunta Kinte.
What, they put her hand down her pants?
Yes,
and then
when they would sell the slaves.
Yeah, and she walked up picking the slaves.
Yeah,
I kind of do remember that scene though.
I can come 10 times a day.
Oh wow. Let's take this one.
You what?
Uh-oh.
The cat?
You freaked out the cat.
Where'd he go?
It wasn't me.
That was you with the loudspeaker.
The cat up here?
Can't blame me.
I just saw the cat.
Oh, the cat ran up here?
Can't blame me. Normally.
Oh, the door was open. Oh, jeez, the door was open. I'm sorry.
You son of a bastard, you. Finally, CK didn't get yelled at.
I left the doors open. One of us left the doors open.
You left it. It's your fucking house.
Yeah.
Don't blame us.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't blame the guests.
Yeah, I came walking in getting a beer and some fish. I don't know nothing about those doors. What doors are supposed to be open and closed? Anyway. Yo, but it was an interesting day, man. Listen, to be honest with you, it should be a day to be celebrating.
It is.
It is. And like I don't want to make it like it's all dead. Like, but I don't like this bill, and
None of us like
it's advancing, and whatever.
None of us like it.
So is it all about us? Are we the majority? No. Do 90% of the people love it? The fact that it's moving forward.
They do.
So there's like nothing you can do about it.
I got a problem because it hurts patience.
But 90% of the people, no one's caring about that. They're just like, what? They're gonna stop busting us for weed, and that's all they can see.
Legal weed. That's all people see, man.
Yep.
There's gonna be legal weed.
Well, I'm promising everybody that we can't stop this bill, so I'm gonna sell weed just like them. We'll see what happens. What do you think's gonna happen? What's everybody gonna say when I do this? I just openly start doing it. Not a stunt in front of the governor's office, like straight up cans, bottles, jars, 20s, 8 ounces.
Damn.
I would just cover your ass and be like, yo, here's my 12% that Sweeney's looking for. Just tell me where I put my 12%. That's all. I want to know where I put my 12% like the rest of you fucks.
So I'll give him 20%.
Yes, the boss man. I'm gonna even give you more percentage.
That's more than a tithing.
I should make my grand opening on Martin Luther King Day, January 20th. Have the grand opening.
You can't have 10 freaking grand openings, man. Just start selling weed, bro.
Of the stash spot of the weed spot.
Why not? Why not?
Listen, it could all just be a big empty threat I'm making. Who knows? Yeah. It could be my pothead way of getting attention. We'll see.
There's some big words.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, and I've been saying it publicly. The last couple of proclamations I made have come true, by the way. I said I was going to kick Onfree's ass. I said I was unconvictable. And now it looks like I get to do it again. Because they're not going to just let me sell weed. Who's going to... But will it be Onfree's office?
I don't know.
Will it be the prosecutor's office? Will it be the Attorney General's office? Will it be the FBI, the Department of Justice, since who cares? I would federally prosecute him.
I don't even think they give a fuck.
No
bro.
one will. Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, well, what happened? But then they might. They might go like, "You're overdoing it, man. We're giving you some room, and you're overdoing it."
I would be scared, bro. We were talking about this earlier at your place, Lefty and I and Dio. I would be scared if this was before Reed Giscura was the mayor. If this was before you had the old chief of police. If this was before, I think it's something like 70% of the police force was found corrupt, and they just
bunch of them were
told to leave and retire and shit.
The regime.
You know, exactly. You have a place now. I'm not afraid of police. I ain't. And I don't mean like, you know, like
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
You have
I think I think I'm more like when I first got here again.
I mean, one of the guys that gave you that fucking beautiful proclamation was Reed Giscura when he was an assemblyman.
Yep.
But this guy dropped out of being an assemblyman specifically to fight to be the mayor of Trenton, and he won.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say this.
Wait a minute. Here's how I'm going to put it. He won by 350 votes.
420.
Do you think I got him at least 420 votes?
Yes.
With my endorsement of him the week before the election.
Yes.
These 400 people in the city said, yeah, you see, we man's even down with that. We man's even down with this guy. What the hell? I'm going to go with him.
I'm telling you.
I think I got so I can.
He likes you. He loves you.
I think I can say he's at least got 400 votes for him. So I can say my little last push could have put him over. He's mayor.
He likes you
because I endorsed him instead of Perez.
He likes you.
Well, hey, listen, he's been friendly with weed for years, and I've criticized him. I criticized him for being part of Kuma. And I never erased nothing, so anybody Googles it can still find it. Because I never delete
you guys are friendly.
Shit. Oh, definitely. We're on the same side. You can have the same side and still have little arguments. I criticized him and I endorsed him. If you Google it, you can find them both.
He wrote that beautiful thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Proclaiming the temple a religious spot.
Yes.
You know.
The whole 9 yards. The city has accepted me as this.
And he's
the
mayor.
state accepted and now
he runs Trenton. And I don't think the mayor's going to be like, yo, police force, go get that son of a bitch because he likes you. Why would he do that?
He's up to it again.
You don't know. We don't have. It's not the old dick.
Right.
So you get the new guy. That's why I could see the joint prospering big time.
Well, at some point I gotta survive.
Just keep doing what you're doing. I see the alterations in there. You know.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Have you
Debbie's doing a lot of that. Debbie's doing a lot of that. To be honest with you, she's making a lot of good decisions, and we're just whatever. The art outside, I'm digging that.
Sandy?
Yeah.
She's really good.
Yeah. I met her at the Green, the first one. Before you imploded the second.
The only one.
I was joking. I shouldn't have joked. That's probably a touchy topic.
No.
Don't worry. Hey,
it worked out.
Dude, I've done things. Fucked myself up.
No, I think Ken Wolski fucked us up on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Ken.
Yeah, what happened? What? Huh?
He got publicity. He actually, there was a Daily Record. I don't know if you know this, but up here we got two papers.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Star Ledger and the Daily Record. And he did a promo in the Daily Record. And the next thing you know, like the next fucking day.
I remember reading something. I do remember.
And he didn't do nothing. It wasn't like, I'm not blaming him like that motherfucker, you know, like, no. He was just like, yo.
It was in the paper, and people were like, yo, do you
medical
see what they're doing?
Hell no.
Yeah.
They're going to smoke that medicine? No.
Not in my town.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm sure someone, you know, told the committee, hey, what are you doing here? You're letting fucking cannabis heads come.
Cannabis heads.
You'll have the weed man here next. Jesus Christ, we don't need more Negroes here.
How do they own the city, the center of the city, the town square?
Money.
Okay.
See?
All right, time to go.
Who, us?
Probably.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. See what I'm saying? We got to get a real studio.
Oh, wow.
It's not, has nothing to do with here. It's we got a place where we can be men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where we could be loud as
what
we
happens.
want. Because
Anyway.
I get, you know, she's This is her house. This is his house.
Mm-hmm.
We can't, he's over there with a megaphone.
He picked up the megaphone. And
Even I
screamed on
didn't
the
do that shit. I mean,
he screamed on the megaphone. I knew he was messing. I was like,
yo, bro, you want white
Play-
balls?
play the replay.
Or you want black balls?
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, you get
What,
these.
some chocolate?
There you go. Eat my chocolate balls.
Come on, man.
You don't like little... Really? Fuck it.
No, I eat them. I'm talking about your mouth.
Oh, stop.
You hear that? You hear that? You hear him with this bullshit?
That's South Park, bro. Come on. You don't know Chef? Eating my chocolate balls. Hey, kids, make sure you eat my chocolate balls. Oh, are we still here? Would you like to eat my chocolate ball? No?
Oh, well.
At least you can't blame me this time.
No, it's just late.
It's all
Yo,
Lefty.
and I'm getting ready to take off anyway. I was just like stopping for a beer. Oh, and I got a meal. Oh man.
So you made out pretty good.
I made out good.
And we're good. No, we just she has to get up for work.
And you just woke her up with a megaphone.
And I fucked up with the megaphone.
You did not me.
That was my fault.
Can't blame me.
I can't. Blame me.
God. It was your fault. It's always your fault.
She should have came in here and screamed at you on camera.
That would have been better.
I scared her. I told her we have a sweetie cam. Last time she came in here, I was like, yo, we got the sweetie cam. Put it on. And she actually thought we had it.
Was I here when you said that? Didn't we talk about? I remember something like that.
All right, here we go. CMMNJ.org, SativaCross.com, NewJerseyWeedman.com, MagicalButter.com, UFCW, DavidVersusAutism.org, Medical-Freedom.com, New Jersey Grannies for Grass, JacksonStorms.com, Arlo Glass, OprahMachine.com, Pure Puff Vapor Supply, Sativa Cross West.
And wait a minute. This was not brought to you by the Caucasian Cannabis Corporations.
That's going to be popular, though. Trending on Google. Cheryl Miller. Sabina Rose.
I wonder if that's going to backfire on me.
No.
What,
Later.
Caucasian CCC?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Just make sure that you, the rich Caucasian.
Diane Ripatella.
Yeah.
Gracie.
It's gonna be funny as they issue cards and licenses and things. I'm gonna be like,
You get your card yet, weed man? I ain't getting no
Get your
fucking card. Don't need no stinking license, man.
Cindy Mae. Marie. Jack. Joan. Randy. Polly. Bill. Chad. Jeremy. Colette. Matt. Troy. Russ. Roger Barber. Jay.
yo, watch my ride out of here. Fucking
Ella, I will.
local cops.
Hattie.
Sitting down the street.
I'll have my camera on you. Jackie. Anthony. Jake. Armando. Felicia. Lynn.
Sorry.
Really? During the list?
Did I wake Sweetie up? I didn't wake her up, did I?
Really?
Okay,
During
good.
the list?
Sorry.
Dan.
I can't help it. When it comes, it comes.
Sean. Joyce. Lori. Frank.
Oh, shit, it smells.
And Honeybee's son.
Oh, my God.
Michael.
Come on, man.
You saw that shit?
We're on camera.
You're very disrespectful right now. I shut both your mics off.
For it. Come on, man.
During the list.
On
During the
camera.
fucking list
On
of
camera.
people that died.
No, we don't want to smell it.
You're a horrible person.
We're lying.
It's perfect.
even
I'm
if we
sorry.
did smell
It does smell.
We have to
People on the
lie.
list, I
don't
apologize. It's pretty bad shit, right?
No, I don't smell it. Yo, just stop.
Seriously.
Let's get out of here. We gotta go. Yo, I'm hoping
Hold on. The last name on our list is Michael Dillon. He died from a drop seizure. It's Honeybee's son. And if she was here, she'd tell you to give 10% to someone who really needs it. They shall grow, not old. Oh, hashtag they shall grow. Hashtag they shall grow. They shall grow not old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.